6-8, the Tech Hounds, usually high performer during this autonomous and pre-program period. They're trying to place 4 game pieces up there and potentially get a new high score autonomous for the state of Indiana. Red Alliance are all crossing that black tape off area, so they are going to get that ranking point bonus if they scored a game piece somewhere on their coral reef. Blue Alliance just shy of their objective, but an astounding 50 points in the autonomous period. That's 9 points for the robots leaving those stations, and all the rest from scoring those coral on the top part of their reef. Blue Alliance potentially going for that coral ranking point. They'll need to fill up 5 game pieces on all 4 levels of the reef. In order to get that ranking point bonus, they're already a quarter of the way there with 2 minutes remaining in the match. The remainder of the match is all teleoperated, which means it's all human-controlled players picking up their robots and driving. They're the ones that their team built over the past 10 weeks. Algae, which are those teal spheres, are inflatable kick, and all that we see on the field of play is all that we're going to get. So if it were to exit the field of play, they'd be returned right where they exited. And those can pick up additional game pieces by removing it from the coral reef and then scoring it into the processor. Teams focusing deadly in on that coral. Blue Alliance making good progress, already halfway there with a score of 100 to Red Alliance's 19. With still 80 seconds remaining in the match, Blue Alliance potentially gunning for that new high score of it, but we'll have to see how these scores total. 28-67, Ecologics persistently placing a game piece on the center part of their reef. That L3 or level 3 is worth 4 points during the teleoperated period. Team 234, Cyber Blue, continue the game pieces on their coral reef, worth 5 points up at the L4 level 4 area, which is the top part of those purple branches. 35-59, the Thundercats continue to apply some pressure to their opponents. That bumper-and-bumper action is allowed as long as it's kept to a minimum and done outside the protected areas. Blue Alliance now surpassing that 4 out of 4 coral needed for that ranking point, will continue to edge their score ever higher, taking it to about 140 to Red Alliance's 39, with only 30 seconds remaining in the match. Here in a few moments, we'll hear that sonar ping. With 20 seconds remaining, Blue Alliance can continue to work, and each of them can fill, but they'll move their way over to the climbing area. 64-98, falling off of that climb area. 234 and 868 all appear to be elevated. We'll be just shy of that 3 Alliance climb. Red Alliance coming in for those park points, and there's still 6 seconds remaining in the match. Teams preparing for those final placements. They're sitting tight and sitting pretty, but that's all the time we have for qualification match 12 here at the Finn District Watching event presented by Toyota Indiana and Vincennes University Center for Applied Robotics and Automation. Stick tight for those scores. With 12 penalty points, they're going to take those 6 ranking points for the Unicorn match, or Narwhal, since we're a water game this year. That's going to increase that ranking point average of all of our Blue Alliance teams, and we'll be back at 2 after lunch.